Hello and welcome to the Bottled Imp. My name is Ken Boyter and today we're exploring the realms of fantasy, the fighting fantasy legends, digital game made by Nomad Games. Now I don't know if anybody out there can remember the Fighting Fantasy series of books. They were hugely popular. They were published 35 years ago and they were written by Ian Livingstone and Steve Jackson, and they were the books where you play as well. So you read them but you are the hero. You get to decide how the story unfolds. So for example, you will read a little bit of the book and then it might say, aha, you spot a treasure chest at the end of the room. Do you decide to examine the chest, leave by the north door, or leave by the west door? And then you would pick which option you wanted. Now obviously you'd go for the treasure chest, wouldn't you? That's what I always did. So they were very exciting because they were fantasy adventures, but you got to decide what happens. So in a way they're kind of like a digital game, aren't they? They're like a video game. Now Nomad Games they've got a few other games out there. They've got Talisman Digital Edition, which we have done a review for, and we have also done a playthrough, one of these playthroughs. By the way, my name is Ken Boyter, for those of you that don't know. How rude of me not to introduce myself. They've also done Talisman the Horrors Heresy, and those of you that watch regularly know that I can't pronounce things. Warhammer 40k Kill Them is another one of their titles, and you can find out about this game, Fighting Fantasy Legends, and all their other games if you visit nomadgames.co.uk. Plus we have done a review of this game, and that is a Friday fantasy show which obviously comes out on a Friday on our YouTube channel, The Bottled Imp. Anyway, without further ado, I think we're going to crack in. Let's go. Adventurer. So here what you can do is you can choose your hero's name and class. So obviously what they've done, not necessarily obviously, but you get different names depending on which class you'd like to pick. So Barbarian Volk, Throm, okay, Boldar, Helios, Algod, Adgod. I can pronounce most of these ones, that's not much fun, is it? So let's have a look at the elf. Lillian, Mira, Ulysses, Lithiana, Yep, let's go for this one. So let's go for the elf. Now, I was speaking to Carl Jackson, who was the lead designer on this and co-owner of Nomad Games, and he was saying that picking which character, which class, doesn't make a massive difference, apart from there is one situation throughout the game that each, depending on which one you've picked, will help you out slightly better than the others. So that's the difference there, apart from obviously wanting to choose between which it's fun to choose, isn't it, if you're an elf or if you're a barbarian or a dwarf. So that's the only difference there. Now for those of you that haven't played the Fighting Fantasy books, you actually got to roll dice, which is very unusual for a book, because you would then set up your stats and you would have skill, luck and stamina. So they've kept those. Unlike the books, you can actually modify these. So if I thought, right, I want to be a bit more skillful, then you lose stamina to pay for it. And again, likewise, if I wanted less luck, I could gain stamina. So they let you monkey about with the stats. I personally am probably going to go keep them as is, simply because I remember from the books, stamina is crucial. It really is. The books were very brutal. You might just go, it might just say you choose the west path, and lo and behold you've come across a pit, and you just fall down the pit, a camouflage pit, and you are skewered on sharp pointy wooden stakes. Steak. So yeah, and you would die, and you would just die. So stamina is really important in this game, because there is also combat, and your skill score, that reflects your combat prowess. They put fighting expertise, which is probably a bit more professional. Luck. There's also luck, and that's obviously how lucky your hero is. So there'll be tests where it says test your luck to see if you've managed to climb the rope or to avoid the barking dog or whatever. Stamina is obviously your health. Now they have got a hardcore hero mode. This is to do with if you permanently die in the game, if you lose all your stamina, and that is very, as I say, very reminiscent of the actual books. So in this one I'm assuming that you don't actually die. So we've got here naturally skillful, we've also got naturally lucky, curse resistant, quick learner, trap knowledge, treasure hunter. So we've got to select one special skill. They all look very appealing. Small chance of automatic success during a skill test. Do you know what? The curse resistant. I do remember that the books did contain a lot of magic and curses. So you know what? I think we're going to go with curse resistant on that situation. And they've also got settings here. Now I had a little monkey with these slightly earlier when I was just playing it. And yeah, you've got the special effects volume. You've also got the music volume, so you can up and down that. And it's got different languages. Yes, we've got English and French, and I'm assuming Japanese or Mandarin, Chinese, not quite sure. And you can have the text smaller or larger depending. There you go, so there's no medium, it's either small or large. Bosh! So I think we're all good to go. Let's start. Oh, here we are. Oh, by the way, I have made a nice cup of tea because, you know, if you're an adventurer, you want to go on, you know, you got to pack your tea, haven't you? Flask of tea and some biscuits and some cake. Some ginger cake. Ginger cake or Jamaica cake? It's the same thing, isn't it? So there we are. Just had a, just before we set off, it's important, isn't it, to have a little a little sip of my tea. So what have we got here then? We've got the top-down view of the map. That's looking nice. Then we've got the combat dice here, your skill dice, and you've also got your these are the lucky dice. So what have we got here? Quests. I don't have any quests yet. Thanks. Creature Codex. So this is where the creatures will be. I do remember Carl was talking about the Creature Codex. Where you collect them. So once you kill them, you collect them. I guess you're not physically dragging around their corpses. I guess it's like you take a picture, selfie with them, or you, well, medieval times, you know, you'd sketch. I guess you'd sketch a selfie with them. That's what they would do. Now I guess I can scroll through, but that might spoil what's to come. I don't really want to do that. But that's cool. What else we got? We've got an infantry. Yes, curse resistant, none shall pass. You're unaffected by curses. Of course I am. And then we've got gold. This is our stamina, so we know what's going on. And we've also got choose a title. Okay, so we get different titles as we go on. Ooh, quite a lot. Maybe I want to be the question mark. The stranger. The mysterious stranger. No, that's just silly. Right, okay. So here we go. After a long walk through the outlands, you arrive at a junction which leads to the town of Silverton. You can move around by clicking movement arrows or buttons. Simply, what? No, choose and read words that aren't there. Choose the glowing Silverton button. Right, here we go. Cup of tea time. Lovely. Yeah, you see, it should have flask of tea, slice of cake, and a selection of fine biscuits. I'll put it to Carl next time I talk to him. As you enter Silverton, something strikes you as not being quite right. The people look nervous and on edge. You notice that all the windows on the buildings have great iron grills bolted over them, and the doors have been strengthened too. Okay. You spot a tavern called the Old Toad. Perhaps the patrons of the tavern could shed some light on the strange feeling in the town. Choose an action from the two options below. So here we go. So this is exactly it. I like the Old Toad. Now I can't remember the books in fine detail, and so I'm assuming the old toad was in there. I'd like to think that's based on talisman. Yeah, you know, where you get cursed, you get changed into a toad. Oh, just so you also know, this digital version is actually based on 3 books. They took 3 of the books to merge and create sort of a bigger story, or a bigger quest, I should say. So they took the Warlock of Firetop Mountain, they took the City of Thieves, and they also took Forest of Doom, and they've merged them all together. So just leave town straight away. Enter town. You enter the Old Toad Tavern, but are somewhat surprised that no one wants to talk to you. Yeah, that's not always a surprise. You ask the innkeeper for a room, but he ignores you and shuffles over to the great oak door of the tavern and pushes 6 large iron bolts into place. It's a lock-in, but not necessarily of a good variety. Suddenly there is a loud knocking at the door, followed by a voice shouting, "Open up! This is Owen Curliff." The innkeeper slides open the bolts, and a fat balding man dressed in rich scarlet robes bursts into the tavern. He calls out to you urgently, "Stranger, I must speak with you. Please, it is important. My name is Owen Curliff, and I am the mayor of Silverton. We are in great danger. We are living under a terrible curse, and it is I who must rid us of it." You see, curse. I'm not sure why I chose that voice to do. 10 days ago, 2 messengers of evil rode into town on black stallions with fiery red eyes. They asked for me by name, and when I came to greet them, they wanted to take my beloved daughter, Myrrel, to stay with their master, Zanbar Bone, also known as the Night Prince. Well, I refused, of course. Oh, blimey, he goes on a bit, doesn't he? Well, he's obviously stressed, you know. I'll let him just ramble on. The Night Prince was so angry, he sent 6 moon dogs, each as strong as 4 men, and each with razor-sharp fangs. They stalked the town, entering homes and killing the people inside. Blimey. Each night the moon dogs returned, and we were unable to sleep through fear. There is but one hope, and that rests with you, stranger. There is a man called Nicodemus, called Nick. I'm sure I'll work out how to pronounce that name. Nicodemus, who, for reasons I'll never understand, lives in Port Blackstand to the west. So hang on, you've just barely met me, I'm a complete stranger, and then you're saying the only hope rests with me. Have you gone mad? The place is commonly called the City of Thieves, and it is home to every pirate, brigand, assassin and thief for hundreds of miles around. Nicodemus is a wise old wizard who was a friend of mine many years ago, and he alone is capable of defeating Zanbar Bone. Oh, right, so you don't need me. None here dare enter Port Blacksand, so I beg you to bring him to us. You'll be well rewarded if you help us, stranger. Take these 30 gold pieces for your journey, and take this sword to use and keep. Sweet. There we go. Basic sword. Bosh. In the bag. Or in the sheath round my belt. It's a basic sword. Roll level 1 weapon die to combat. Of course I'm going to take that. Boom. Nice drum roll as well. We've also gained a quest. Nicodemus the Wizard. You can view active quests in your quest log. You wait until the coast is clear and step outside the tavern. You continue towards the town gates and leave Silverton, determined to reach Port Blacksand and find the man, Nicodemus. Nice little footstep sound effects, I'm liking that. Head north to Port Blacksand. Okay. Well, let's have a quick look in our new... Oh, look, there we go. Find Nicodemus in Port Blacksand. Okay. And, yeah, basic sword, right? We've got a star there. Not 100% sure what that's to do with. Maybe it's to do with... Okay, you can arrange it by stars. Maybe that's to do with rarity or value. Yeah, that's not 100% explained. I don't think it'll have much impact, but who knows, it might do. Ooh, look at that. Nice. Okay, so we'll click on the old footsteps. I'll take. You got, when you're travelling, you got to have a cup of tea as well. Greetings. Oh no, that's not how How do you pronounce her name? Lethiana. Lethana. It's probably Lethana. As you approach the main gate, you are confronted by two guards. One of them says, "Who would enter Port Blacksand uninvited? State your nature of your business or go back the way you came." You may tell him you wish to be taken to Nicodemus. Tell him that you have stolen booty or to sell or attack him. Well, look at the size of his axe. I think that's pretty mean. And there's two of them against one. Unfair odds. There's probably loads in the barracks there. It's probably a little bit unwise to attack now. I don't know if Nicodemus is well known, popular. We don't know if how people are going to react. Selling booty. Not my booty, but booty. You tell the guard that you're here to sell silver chalices that you stole from a tavern in Silverton. Oh, okay. Just immediately say I'm a thief. Brilliant. And you pay him 1 gold piece for his advice as to where to go for the best price. The guard looks at you suspiciously, saying, "Let me have a look at these chalices before I admit you." You may tell him the chalices are cursed and only be examined by a mage. Try to run past him in the street or attack him quickly. Yeah, attacking him quickly and attacking him previously is probably the same thing. Run past? Yeah. But then they'll know, they'll kind of chase after me, and that could end up being a bit of a nightmare. What are these, right? Chalices are cursed. It's got to be that one, hasn't it? The guard frowns and says, "A likely story, but I suppose you're the same as everyone else in this city. You may enter at your own peril or buy my advice for 3 gold pieces." What advice is he going to give? I'm just going to enter the city. Yeah, I'm going to keep my 30 gold pieces. You know, I've got to buy some cake. And I haven't had a cup of tea. Well, you know, the Leotha needs a cup of tea and a slice of cake. That's all I asked for, a cake shop. Maybe I should have asked, is there a cake shop? He makes a sweeping gesture with his arm and you walk past them both into the city. Alrighty. Here we go. The streets of Port Blacksand are narrow and cobbled. Old and decrepit buildings line the street. Nice textures, isn't it? I love all the cobbles. Spices! Can I want to buy your spices. What's he looking at? Right, you will gain experience points whenever you complete quests, defeat monsters, or when you pass skill or luck tests. Okay, I'm assuming that's experience points, just here with the star. Your XP bar is shown on the left, between your, yeah, there we go, between these two. When the bar fills, you have a chance to upgrade your skill or luck dice. I like that. They didn't upgrade, you couldn't upgrade in the books as such. You would collect weapons and things that might give you different abilities and equipment, but you would never necessarily, well, maybe you could, but I don't really recall upgrading in this fashion. I got a choice: Market Street, Clock Street, or Key Street. Yes. I don't know which way to go. Let's go Key Street. Everyone likes keys. On your left you see a large iron key hanging over the doorway of a small shop. A sign in the window reads J.B. Raggins Locksmith. And here it is. Oh, that's a nice touch. The roof disappearing. Ah, look at the smoke. Oh, he's probably baking cake. Steamed pudding. In the shop is a bespectacled dwarf who is busy cutting a key on a cast iron treadle mill. Nice. You cough to get his attention. But he does not look up from his work. Finally, the machine comes to a halt and the dwarf asks what you want. Oh, see, yeah, I'm not 100% sure I should be asking for him. Keys for sale? Well, what would you buy? How would you buy keys for sale? Just go, yeah, you know the swimming pool, you know the town swimming pool. Yeah, I kind of want a midnight swim. You got the key to that? So I don't know what you'd be buying. I don't know how. Yeah, have you got any keys to treasure chests? Right, I'm gonna risk it. We're gonna ask about this dude, because then I'll probably find him quicker. Your question produced a suspicious look on the face of the dwarf, and he raises one eyebrow. Then he says, "Oi, how does he speak? I know, Nicodemus, but what you want?" It's the same guy. Yeah, accents, brilliant. I know. Oh, unless they're Scottish. Hang on. How do you do Scottish? Oh, I know Nicodemus, but what do you want of him? No, I'll just read it. He then says, "I know Nicodemus, but what do you want of him? You may tell him that you need Nicodemus's help, or that you want to kill him." Well, kill him makes me look a bit aggressive, even though I am walking around with my sword out. I don't think you can sheath it. So he might think, you know, because if he's a friend of Nicodemus, it's like, yeah, so you're an enemy. Whereas if I ask for his help, that could be a bluff, you see, because then if it goes a bit wrong, I could go, no, I didn't mean his help. I actually secretly want to kill him, but I didn't want to say that. That's my tactic. Here we go. What could possibly go wrong? The dwarf jumps off his stool, his face full of hatred. Okay, that's what's gone wrong. He calls out two names, and two huge dogs appear from under the table with long fangs protruding from their slathering mouths. This isn't going to be good. See, if I had some cake, I'd be able to throw the cake at them, because all dogs like cake, don't they? Don't they? Raggins points a finger at you, shouting, "Kill the friend of Nicodemus!" And the dogs leap at you, barking wildly. You must fight them one at a time. Here we go. Monsters. If you draw a monster card, you enter combat to death. To the death. That's reassuring. Some monsters will be unlocked in your creature codex when killed. Oh, some monsters, not all of them. Wolf dog. Here we go. He's got stamina 4, and I'm assuming he gets 4 dice to roll. So we should be alright. Although he's looking quite fierce. He's looking a bit stressed, isn't he? Lovely artwork. Look at that. It's gorgeous. So I'm rolling the dice. This is all very intuitive as well. I like that. Yes, come on, Wolfie. Yeah, your bark is worse than your bite. Roll dice. Here we go. Come on. That's it. So as you can see, it's either on or off. So if you roll the dice, yes, the second dog pounces at you. If you get a fist, that's a stamina point off the opposition. Equally, and they can't block it, it's just is or isn't, and equally it's the same for them as well. So luckily I didn't get any off of me. Look at that, 3. Bosh! Right in the musher. And none off for me. Look at that. Oh, I see that yellow one. So I've lost one there. So I should get him on this one. So that yellow one, can you see the sword? There was a sword on it. That's my weapon. That's my weapon. Yes, look at that. My first combat. They were nothing. During the fight, Raggins ran out of the shop. Perhaps to buy some cake. No, perhaps to get some help. So you can quickly search the shop and hurry out. Of course we want to search the shop. You know? You quickly search the shop. Inside a wooden box on the shelf you find 3 gold pieces, cash back, and a bronze key. That's what we like. When you draw a treasure card, which is probably these, you will take the card into your inventory, check the inventory button to view all your treasures. Your treasures will appear at the bottom of the screen when it can be used. That's handy. Whoa, look at that with the stars. Bronze key from the locksmith's shop, Port Black. I'm liking that. Yes. Little dog barking in the background. But this wolf dog is barking no more. So 1% completed. Liking that. And there's the bronze key. Yeah, so maybe it is, because a basic sword is going to be pretty common, isn't it? Whereas this bronze key might be one of a kind. Who knows? Okay, so let's carry on. See, nobody messes with the stranger. As you walk along the street, a boy runs towards you and hands you a note on a piece of paper, then runs away. It reads, 6 arrows are pointed at you. Leave 5 gold pieces in the middle of the street and keep walking. What? I'm getting mugged. I'm getting mugged off by a small boy? Right, so he's basically saying 6 arrows are pointing at you. If you leave the gold pieces, they won't shoot at you. If you don't, they will. Right, could be a bluff. He could be bluffing. A little monkey, eh? Or it could be real and I get shot to bits. Okay, so what's the worst going to happen? I will 6 arrows. I'd lose 6 stamina. Because, you know, I've just, you know, 33. I'm up 3 gold. Now, you know, I worked hard for that by robbing that locksmith, who was probably just an honest bloke. So I'm not going to give up 5 gold pieces, am I? I'm going to be stubborn about this. Or am I? What should I do? I don't know. It's a dilemma. And that was the whole point of these books. They were great. Basically, I've got a dilemma. I've been walking along. I'm in the City of Thieves, and there's a little boy runs up and he says, "Oi!" You know, leaves a little bit of paper with me, and it says on it, "There's 6 arrows are pointed at you. You've got to leave 5 gold pieces in the middle of the street and keep walking." Now, I don't want to get mugged, especially from a little scallywag like that, a little street urchin. So yeah, I'm not going to be dropping the 5 gold pieces. I'm going to be taking the hit. Yeah, I think I can handle it. 6 arrows, what's that, 6 points of damage? So I'm going to keep walking. Yeah. As you move forward, you hear a whistling sound from either side of the street. Okay, so it wasn't bluffing. Traps. When you draw a trap card, you must follow the instruction on the card. The trap knowledge special skill will reduce damage caused by traps. If the card includes a luck or skill test, the target score will be shown on the dice icon at the top left of the card. Okay, so basically you hear a whistling noise. So I've got to roll luck. So it's saying roll 4 of your luck dice and lose 1 stamina for each blank. Here we go. I'm lucky. Oh yeah, look how, yep, unlucky I am. Oh, that's not too bad then. So that was, instead of 6 arrows, that was 4 arrows. A door to the house on your right opens. You cannot see anybody in the doorway. Enter the house. Of course I want to enter the house, because it's scary and spooky. I'm not going to do the normal thing and just walk on. Inside the house, an old man sat in a chair, beckons you to sit on the bed. Right, this is getting dodgy. At least he's not in the bath. That could have been even worse. I wonder what's on the letter. It's probably a shopping list. Right. He's got a big sack of potatoes. He's well read. He's got all his books. Hopefully that's a keg of beer. In an almost inaudible voice, the man says that he will heal all of your wounds. Yes, get in there for just 3 gold pieces. That seems like a bargain to me. He wasn't lying. Oh no, hang on. Right, the money's gone. You watch transfix as he holds his hand over your wounds and then disappear before your eyes. Then he disappears? No, then disappear. Oh, look at that. He was an honest man, smoking a pipe. Always trust a man with a pipe. You thank the man for his help and leave, returning to the street. Look at that. So far, I've managed. Let's have a look at my infantry. Yeah, I've got a basic sword. That's what you could pick. You can pick a special skill at the beginning of the game. I picked curse resistant, and I managed to nick a bronze key. Procure, I think is the word. I'm not sure what that does actually. Okay, that lists at A to Z. Okay, now I've totally buggered it up. Oh, that's, yeah. Okay. So when you find floating question marks, you will draw the top card of the deck on which you must encounter. Okay, so we've got little encounters as well, little events. Each location has its own deck of cards made up of monsters, treasures, traps and other events. The deck is shuffled at the start of the game and you'll always draw the top card of the deck. Cabbages. I want cabbages. When you draw the event card, you must follow the instructions of the card. If the card is a skill or luck test, target score will be shown on the dice icon at the top left of the card. Oh yeah, top of the card. Oh, what's going on? One of the locals of Blackpool tries to grab your attention. Give the beggar 1 gold piece. You see a beggar in the street. He's sitting on the floor and holds an empty tin in his hand. Now, you know, if I don't do this, everybody watching is going to think I'm mean and stingy. I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. No, I'm going to do this anyway, because, you know, it's fantasy. He might turn into a wizard and grant me 15 wishes, and it'd be the best thing I've ever done, and it'd be amazing, and then he'll, maybe he'll offer to, you know, take me out to dinner, maybe get some cake off him. He's not really a beggar, you know. Let's find out. The beggar thanks you for your generosity. You see the beggar in the street, he's sitting on the floor. That's it? That's all I get for my gold? No, I get the satisfaction that I helped a man who was destitute. While most of the houses in the street are small, cramped and dark, the house on the right is painted bright red. Again, yeah, a house of ill repute maybe. The door has a welcome sign hanging for it. Well, if it's got welcome, I'm going to go in, aren't I? Because, you know, it's going to be friendly, isn't it? What could possibly go wrong? Almost everything in this house is red. Okay, red roses, nice. Hang on, that looks a bit demonic. What's that? What is that? That's like a bench. Some spaghetti hoops that created a demon face. That looks like an eyeball, but I think it's meant to be a mug of... No, it's a candle, isn't it? There's some... Yeah, okay. Check that room or check this room. Again, some more beer. Well read. Pun intended. Red and red. Yeah. And what are these? Some sort of skull. By the looks of it. Potatoes. Let's check this room. Let's get in for the potatoes. Oh, check scorpions. In this room you notice a golden scorpion in this. Oh, okay. I take it they're not real. Choose a scorpion to examine more closely. Ooh, it's got to be gold, isn't it? Inspecting the scorpion, you see it is a brooch. Oh, lovely. Pin the brooch to your clothing. Hell yeah. You pin the gold scorpion brooch to your clothing. Brilliant. This scorpion brooch grants you good fortune and can be used to pass luck tests. That's what we like to see. What's that? 3. So that's now got a number next to it. I don't think the others did. Did they? No, look. Oh, that's probably how many times I can use it. 3 times, and that you can just use it infinity. Check the other scorpion, yes. Inspecting the scorpion, you see it is a brooch, yes. This could go horribly wrong, couldn't it? Pin the brooch to your clothing, because it's probably a 50-50. One was good, one was bad. You pin the silver scorpion brooch to your clothing. Okay, this silver brooch will heal you 1 stamina point after every battle. Hey, look at that. Yes, so that after every battle, that hasn't got a number. That's what I think it is. And that is in star order. Again, I don't quite know what that is. It's probably rarity. Check the room. Yeah, yes I will. Oh. You are startled by the trapdoor to your right opening. Climbing out of it is a strange looking creature with a long snout and deep red scaly skin. From its jaw protrudes rows of sharp teeth, and a long pink tongue darts quickly in and out between them. The creature looks up and stares at you. He could be friendly. Could be friendly. Oh look, that scorpion's still there. Did I not pick it up? I thought I did. I did pick it up. No, well, maybe yet another one. The creature is outraged. It has stolen its property. Okay. Smoke curls from its nostrils as its furry... What? As its... What? Smoke curls from its nostrils as its furry mounts. As its fury mounts. Help if I could read, wouldn't it? A blast of fire shoots from its jaw. Oh, okay. Testing my luck. Yeah. Use Scorpion Brooch, grant good fortune, can be... Yes. I don't need to roll no dice. I'm lucky. Look at that. Bosh. Gained XP. And I can look at that, I can upgrade my dice. You've reached it. Choose which dice. It's got to be skill, hasn't it? It's got to be combat. Excellent. Oh, look at that. So it gives me more of a chance on that die. You've unlocked the title Novice. Ah, I think I prefer Stranger. Can I still be Stranger? Yes, I can still be with Stranger. The Novice sounds like, you know, you don't quite know what you're doing. You're bumbling around. Yeah, that's actually me. No, the Stranger. I'm known as the Stranger around these parts because I'm a stranger. The blast misses, but you must fight the creature. I can live with that. Whoa, though he's got 10, and he's got 10 dice to... Hokey cokey, this is going to be interesting. The steam train rolls into view. Right, here we go. Yes, take that, lizard man. Ooh. So I've got an object that heals me up once after a fight by 1, so I probably will need that. As long as I keep hitting every single time, I think that's important. He's got 10 dice. Look at that. Right. Oh, how many have I got though? I've probably got about 9. Have it. He hasn't got as much stamina as me, did he? Started out with half. I like his shorts. Look, he's like ripping through them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But of course I upgraded, so that gives me a slightly better chance. Come on, that's the one. Maybe not. I don't think my sword has actually done any damage yet. It's just a huge toothpick at the moment. Right, this is the one. We get 3. Oh, didn't know what to do with that. It was kind of half cocked, that dice. Come on, look, I'm down to 9. That's the one. Right in the kisser. You leave the house and continue north. So I'm assuming, yeah, there is. He was quite tough. So oh look, that's already kicked in. So I've got 10 now. I guess the thing is, it's kind of open world, but it's not, because it sort of leads you through. Like, I can't go back to that guy, the old man on his bed, to get some healing. You hear the sound of a snapping tripwire. Okay, that doesn't sound good. You feel the tugging of wire at your ankle. You've triggered a cloud of poisonous gas. You must roll 3 luck dice and lose 1 stamina for each blank rolled. Okay. Do you remember I said that stamina is really important? Yeah, I was right. You spot something out the corner of your eye. Oh, it's a trap. Brilliant. 2 traps in a row. Johnny 2 traps. You find a coil of rope, you pick it up in attempts to wrap yourself around your neck. I didn't want to pick up the rope, surely. Keep trying until you shake it off. Oh, you lose 2 stamina for each failure. I don't like that. Oh, okay, so I only needed 1. That was good. You shake off... Oh, I see 1, yeah. You shake off the strange rope. That could have been really bad, because look. I'm on 8. Help the old man. What's going on now? There's a street fight. You see 3 men involved in a fight. 2 younger men are attacking an older man. Come on, that's not cool. Help the old man. Fight the vagabonds. Ignore them. Move on. Yeah, that's tricky, isn't it? I gotta help them. I gotta help them. They look pretty mean. I could die here. Or not die, because I'm not on hardcore mode. But this might not go my way, actually. Here we go. Come on. Slice and dice. Okay, relatively good start. That's an excellent start for me. I don't want to lose any stamina on this if I can help it. 3. Oh, that was close to killing him. Yes, I think I may survive this one. Here we go. Yes, you see, old man, I'll help you out. He'll probably turn out to be some sort of murderer or something and just slice me up. You have reached the next XP target. Oh, okay. What about luck? Because there seemed to be a lot of traps and things, wasn't there? So maybe I should upgrade the luck. Poisonous gas and strangling ropes. It's not what you want when you're just off nipping into town for a pint of milk. You help the old man to his feet. He's very grateful and says that if you ever go to the Hog and Frog Tavern... Oh, I love that name. The Hog and Frog... If ever you go to the Hog and Frog Tavern, I'll buy you a drink. Oh. Is that it? No drink, no pork scratchings or crisps, nuts even? No? I'll see you in the Hog and Frog, old man. So, where are we now? Key Street ends at a four-way junction. The street continuing east changes its name to Clock Street, and the street running north and south called Market Street. Looking north, you see a crowd of people cheering wildly and waving their arms in the air. Waving your arms in the air. You decide to head that way. Off we go. Okay. Do you see what I mean? But it's not totally open world, so it's not let me go through Clock Street. Because I guess because I went the other way, that's it. It was some of it, you know. So some of the options do decide whether you see some of the game or not. And it was the same with the books. So, you know, if you chose, you know, entry 328, that may lead you past and you could never go back and look at the other options. Which is, you know, it's kind of, it's like life, isn't it? Computer games are like life. Of course they are. What's going on here then? What we got here? Tell me now. You catch up with the chanting crowd and the street opens to a large market area. There are various stalls with vendors, hawkers, musicians and entertainers carrying on their business. As this is a playthrough, should I point out there's an extra space there to the designers? Typography, you see. I'm a graphic designer, well I used to be. And look, I can spot these things. Anyway. Okay, cool. In the middle of the market is an elevated pillar. You hear a trumpet sound, and suddenly the crowd starts to pelt a man in the pillar with rotten fruit. Can we throw some fruit? No, look, there he is. No, he's obviously done something. Maybe he's just misunderstood. You know, they might have got the wrong man. We got some fish. We got a big bloke over here. Well, we got sheep woman herding sheep. This loot player, by the looks of it. Let's go find out what Sheep Woman's about, if we can. No, we're going that way? Oh, okay, we're going to talk to Loot Woman. You spot a man, even though he's a man. And it's not a loot, it's a Lyra. Lyra? Lyra Croft. Yeah? Yeah? I won't do any more of that. He asks, would you like to hear a song, stranger? He's got a voice very similar to mine. The musician asks which song you would like him to play. Ooh, here we go. Trials of a Champion. Cunnelwort Cavern. Sounds slightly dodgy. City of Thieves. Obviously it's going to be this one because I can't pronounce it. Cunnelwort. Okay. Very nice. Yep. Kind of got drowned out by the other music. The soothing lyrics of Cunnelwort Cavern puts you into a relaxed state. Game 2 stamina. Bosh. How did I lose one there? I thought it was on 10. Oh no, yeah, was that? Yeah, it was. Yeah, I sort of remember. Oh look. Yes, I'm the Serenaded. Do I like that better than the Stranger? Certainly better than the Novice. Yeah, okay, let's go with the Serenaded. Look, there goes the Serenaded. I can hear them. Right, I'm off. Oh, hang on. The man at the stall is selling some weapons. That's what we want. And items, maybe cake. Got any cake? Throwing knife. Yes, that's all very good, but it's not cake. Climbing rope. Again, handy, but it's no lemon drizzle. And lantern. Again, I'm probably going to need all those equipment, but you know, it's not a cherry bakewell, is it? I think well, if we can get all of it, I think we should get all of it. And maybe I should have done it in the... I didn't know if we could get all of it. I should have done it in the one I really wanted. Throwing knife, that's always good. Yeah, causes 2 stamina points of damage. Ooh. And a bit of a rope. A coil of rope. I like that little detail there. Rather than just rope, it's a coil of rope. Just, I don't know, it just sounds better. Oh look, you can rank them as well. Although they disappear. Right. Okay. So yeah, they disappeared because they weren't very hard to beat. Brilliant. I'm so going to lose. Look at this, 11 stamina points. No, I'm not. That's not the spirit. Come on, we can do it. Right. What else? Okay, so off we go here. Anything else? Yes, yes, I can get some cake. The food stall is selling breads, vegetable fruit, corn and chestnuts. Chestnuts? Chestnuts for a hungry shopper. You may eat some food if you pay 1 gold piece. The food will replace 2 stamina. Yes, do I get to choose? No. I probably ended up with the chestnuts, didn't I? The food is delicious. Yes, that's what we want. We seriously... You don't want to be going into combat with 10 stamina. The door to the house on the right is open slightly. Of course we want to go in. Of course we want to go in. Right, what are we doing? Litter and rubbish is strewn all over the floor of this derelict house. There is a chair in the corner and also an extra space. Unless it's me, unless it's just my eyesight, but it does look like an extra space. Anyway, we're not here for that. Sit in chair, return to street. Of course I want to sit in a dilapidated chair that's probably going to collapse when I sit on it and cause me 2 points of damage because I've bruised me coccyx. Of course I want to do that. Why wouldn't I want to do it? I mean, look at it. It's beautiful surroundings. What's going to happen if I sit in the chair? Let's find out. Yeah. Should I? Yeah, let's find out. Come on. I've got faith. I've got faith. Okay. You notice something slither across the floor, and before you can get to your feet, you see in the half light that you're encircled by 6 snakes, each a meter long. Do I attack or do I run for the door? What happens if I run? Am I going to be... I'm not going to be as quick as a snake, am I? Although she's an elf. I think we ought to attack. The snakes are treated as one monster. Snakes inflict double damage. Oh, okay. This is going to be interesting. I could seriously die if they deal double damage. I have to roll... right, 5. Come on. Oh, I should have used that. I didn't see it. Oh, I didn't. Can I use that? Will it let me use it? No, you get a one-shot deal then with those sort of things. Okay, that's interesting. Got to watch out for those. Here we go. That's another 2. This could be dangerous. Oh, look at that. So all that food I just ate and everything. Well, I guess it was good that I did because then I'd be probably dead by now. Oh, ouch. Okay, okay. Just about survived that. Oh, where's the snake? Oh, there. Yes, it's obviously caused me to go blind as well. Right, you leave the house. That wasn't very clever, was it? My advice is if you do go into an old abandoned house, never sit on the chairs. Never sit on the chairs. Ahead you see a wooden bridge stretching over a dirty river. The strong wind makes an eerie noise as it whistles through the bridge structures, reminding you of tortured souls crying for help. Cheery place then. Almost hidden from view to the left you spot a small flight of steps leading down a wooden hut. Okay. Maybe he's the gatekeeper. Should we go into there? I think we ought to. Okay, drawn curtains obstruct your view into the hut, but you know you're not welcome when you read the words "keep out" painted on the door in large red letters. Well, keep out obviously doesn't want people there. They're fishing. Maybe we can go and chat to them. I can't. I can either knock or return to the street. I'm assuming if I return to the street I can go back to the bridge. Do I want to know what's in here? I'm very curious. I am very curious. And I'm the serenaded as well. So maybe, oh no, it's not the serenader. I was going to say, whoever's in here, maybe I could sing. Maybe I could sing them a song. Sing them a song of peace and friendship. That always works. Now we are going to either, or I am going to, because you've got no control over this, unfortunately. That'd be good though, wouldn't it? We did a vote and then you could play along as well. That's not going to happen, is it? Drawn curtains obstruct your view into the hut, but you know you are not welcome when you read the words "Keep out" printed on the door in large red letters. So this was my dilemma. Do I knock? Do I return to the street? Now going back to the street would take me kind of about here. And my other decision was to go across the bridge or to go and check out this little hut. Now I'm hoping it's going to be innocent. Maybe it's to do with renting a boat here and being able to fish on the lake. I'm hoping maybe that's what it is. Probably suspect it's not going to be. I also am after a quest for a flask, getting a flask of tea and a slice of cake. That's my real quest, to be honest. I'm going to knock. Of course I'm going to knock. If someone says keep out, you're going to, you've got to be annoying and barge in. You hear a muttering and the shuffling of feet, and suddenly the door is thrown open. Oh, nice. It's a wizard. It's a wizard. Before you stands a white-haired old man with a long beard wearing long robes. He looks at you sternly and says, "Explain yourself to Nicodemus." I'm sure he mispronounces his name as well. Maybe because he looks like a wizard, doesn't he? I've completed the quest. Huzzah! He is a wizard. You're a wizard, Nicodemus. Maybe wizard names change, but the spelling doesn't, but the pronunciation does. You explain to Nicodemus that you are on a quest to end Zanbardbone's reign of terror. That was the ultimate quest, yeah, this was like a mini quest. In the town of Silverton. He says he is too old to help. Oh, okay, but will tell you how to complete the quest yourself. Hooray! He explains the items you need and where you need to go. Well, I was hoping, to be honest, just to be on my way. I've kind of done what I've set out to do. I've found you. I've got stuff to do, man. I've gained another quest. City of Thieves. Let's have a quick look at that. That one's complete. Tick. It's nice getting a nice tick there, isn't it? Yeah, okay. So Zanbardbone is terrorising the town of Silverton. Travel to Dark Tower. Find him and kill him. Ah, okay. You will need something special to protect yourself from Bone's entrancing stare. For this you will need to have a white unicorn in a yellow sun tattooed on your forehead. Can't we just get it face painted? Bit of henna. I've gained a quest. Get a tattoo. Does it have to be a unicorn? Could it be a dragon? Next, normal weapons will not harm him, so you must pierce his heart with a silver arrow or throwing knife. This will paralyze him but not kill him. Haha. Well, I seem to recall I've got a throwing knife. It doesn't look particularly special. It looks like a rusty old knife. I've gained a quest. Find a silver throwing knife. Oh, a silver throwing knife. Mine's probably rusty old silver knife. It's a throwing knife. Yeah, okay. When he is paralysed, you must quickly rub the ground compound of black pearl, hag's hair and lotus flower in his open eyes. That sounds a bit brutal, doesn't it? Can't we just maybe have a little chat? Say hello, get to know each other, and maybe I could convince him to give up his evil ways. Everyone's got a heart, haven't they? Everyone's got a soul, we all just want to get along. With luck, he will decay before you in seconds. Okay. Find black pearls. Find the clump. Where's this drummer? Where is he? Where is he hiding? Find a clump of hag's hair. Find a lotus flower. It's quite a lot of stuff to find, isn't it? The items you need for the compound might be found in Port Blacksand, though I haven't heard of any hags roaming the city. They usually lurk underground in sewers or other foul-smelling areas. I regret I cannot accompany you. Okay. When you have everything you need, you must travel to Dark Tower, which is north of Port Blacksand. You must not go there without these valuable items, or you will surely perish. A silver throwing knife might also help against Zanbar-bone servants, which are known as spirit stalkers. Thanks for the tip. Spirit stalkers are evil, soulless creatures which do not die easily, but piercing their heart with silver may work. He shakes your hand and wishes you good luck. You return to the... He didn't offer me any beverages or sustenance. I've travelled, okay, a short distance through the town, but even so, I'm a little bit peckish now. Cheers, mate. Right, well that was exciting. We found a few things. So look at all these things I've got to go and do now. I'll never remember them all. No, that's fine. We can handle it. Oh, yeah. I'm going across the bridge. You feel a slight tug at your coin purse. How very dare you? Has someone stolen some of your gold? No, I need my gold. I've got to go and buy some equipment. Yeah, brilliant. He's nicked 4 gold off of me. Okay. Alright, so the town is in 2 halves. That's quite cool. Do I go Candle Street or do I go Harbour Street? Presumably the Harbour Street leads me to the harbour. Candle Street leads me to some candles. I'm going to go and find some scented candles. That, you know, I always find that's quite essential if you're going to go and quest and find some ogres and that. One of the locals of Blackpool tries to grab your attention. They're always grabbing, aren't they? What is he? An old man hovers towards you. He says he'll give you some advice for 2 gold pieces. I don't know if I trust anybody. They're all schemers. How to generalise a city. They're all schemers. They're all out to get you and con you. No, I don't need advice. I've just been robbed. Maybe that's a bit harsh. Maybe he was. Maybe I should. To the house on your right is a doorway with 6 skulls painted onto it, 1 black and 5 white. That's an invitation, isn't it? If ever you see a house with skulls painted, you're going to go in, aren't you? Oh, look at these. Oh, that was a nice touch, like gargoyles. Yeah. Doesn't look too demonic, does it? You enter a house and see a man smiling at you. On the table in the centre of the room are 6 skulls looking eerily in your direction. Nice. The man places a white pill on top of each skull. He looks up to you and says, "One of the pills before you is poisonous. The others are harmless. Swallow one of your choice. If you survive, I will give you 10 gold pieces. Choose the poisonous pill and, well, you'll see." Now, you know, what are the odds? I'm not very good at maths. So it's 1 in 6, isn't it? It's like a die roll. Yeah, I'm pretty lucky, he says. But I do have that luck scorpion, don't I? Good fortune. I've used it once. I'm hoping it'll let me use it now because I could really do some more gold if I'm gonna, because I might have to buy some of that equipment that I need for the quest. I'm loving this design though. Look at all this, really beautiful artwork, and I really like the music as well. It kind of, I don't know if you noticed, I forgot to mention it, that when we were in combat, it sort of cranks up a bit. You probably noticed that. You know, let's have a little play. Here we go. Yeah. Roll 1 die. If you roll roll the X, then you have chosen the poisonous pill. If you roll a blank, then you have chosen a harmless pill. Any help from the brooch? Any? It's not a luck test, is it? Oh dear, I might have made a mistake. That's fine. It's fine. Look, I'm lucky. They call me Lucky Lee. There you go. Lucky Lee Arthur. Yes. Look at that. Bosh. And he'll probably shoot an arrow in the back of my head as soon as I walk out. After handing the gold piece, the man bids you farewell and tells you to come back soon. Nice. That was really nice. Look at that. Lovely gargoyle. One of the locals of Port Blacksand tries to grab your attention. They're always grabbing. What is up with them? boy with a barrel. A small boy asks if you would like to try special healing water which cures all ills for 3 gold pieces. I don't know. Small boy, healing potion, healing water. Where's he going to get this from? It's probably ditch water, isn't it? I don't know. As much as I need healing, I'm avoiding things. To your right, you spot a field with what looks like a sporting event happening. Yeah, let's go and investigate. I like this. I like it. Looks like rounders. Not baseball, rounders. A group of brown creatures are playing some kind of game with a wooden stick and a small leather ball. Cricket. One of the creatures hits the ball with a stick and then runs towards the creature from the other team. They are playing baseball. Yeah, let's join in. This is probably going to be wrong, isn't it? You take the stick and face a creature who throws the leather ball at you. You win the game for your team if you pass this skill test. 2, so I need 2. Come on. No. Clumsy. I got booed off. Alright, there's no need to boo. The ball whistles past your midriff as you swing, and a voice behind you calls out, "You're out!" Your team are angry at you for losing the match, and they run over to you and start pushing you around. You head back to the street. Oh, I thought I was going to get into a fight with some local yokels. You realise that someone took something. Oh, I knew it. I've been robbed. How many? 5? Well, I won 10, so I'm still 5 up. Where do I go? Stable Street or Tree Lane? I like the sound of Tree Lane. There's a bit of a mystery there. A strange commotion up ahead catches your eye. Make way for Lord Azar! A horse-drawn carriage hurtled towards you. Test your luck. Lucky, you dive out of the way, lose 2 stamina. This is a dangerous place to be. Yeah, brilliant. Oh no, I passed it. No, unlucky. I didn't pass it, I needed 2. This is a dangerous place to be. Look, I could literally die in a couple of minutes. You spot something interesting on the ground. Ooh. A tome. You find an old book which describes training experiences. Gain 5 XP. We like that. Oh, I'm only 1 away. Did I actually get to pick that up then? Hang on. Page 1 of 1. No. Okay, so that was more of an event that happened. Enter. You see a sign which is Public Gardens. Entry 1 gold piece. Everything. Okay, go on then. I'm blowing my money. Look at that. Beautiful. Nice sculpture. You are surprised that a place such as this exists in Port Blacksand. Surrounding a stone plinth is some topiary. That's how you pronounce that. Some topiary cut into the shape of animals. The stone plinth has a lotus flower. Here we go. I knew that. I knew that I needed a lotus flower. I forgot. And the sign hanging on it which reads, "Do not pick the flowers." There doesn't seem to be any about. Of course you're going to pick the flower, aren't you? I need it. They'll understand. I'm on a quest. Look. I'm on a quest. They'll understand. They're not going to come alive, are they? As soon as you pluck one of the flowers, you hear a noise of the rustling leaves. One of the animal-shaped hedges is uprooted itself and is closing. Yeah, here we go. Ah! Leaf Beast. That looks really cool. I really love the artwork. I think it's beautiful. Right, I could die here, guys. This is no laughing matter. Yes, I do want to use that. Because I could die. I need some healing. I need like a healing potion. See, look at this. We're down to 6. That was lucky. Leaf it out. That was terrible, wasn't it? Right. Yeah, I'll probably upgrade the skill. I've been kind of doing them even at the moment. So it was the skill to be upgraded. So I'm assuming these are 6-sided dice, not just 3. You leave the gardens clutching the lotus flower. Yes, look at that. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And I've completed a quest. and gain more experience. And that's another creature for the Codex. There it is there. Lovely. Right. Okay. Can't go sheep way. Gonna go this way. To your left you see a shop with a sign outside which reads Jack Stone's Pawn Shop. Sorry, there's a bit of tea there after that fight with the tree. Oh right, here it is here. Yeah, let's see what he's got. Come on Jack, how's it going Jack? The pawn shop has many different items strewn across the counter and on the shelves lining the walls. The shopkeeper looks up as you enter and says, "Ah, hello there! You look like the adventuring type, so I'm sure I can interest you in some great items." Are you buying or selling? Probably buying. That's cool though that I can sell. I need everything, don't I? Just sell him the flower. Yeah, I just found this, mate. I just found it in the gardens. No, I'm going to be buying. It's good that you can sell though. You might be interested in my creative mystery. Mystery unboxing. It'll catch on soon. Over the years, I've had many adventurers like yourself come into my shop and sell me things they've found from all over the land. For a mere 10 gold pieces, I'll let you reach into my crate and pull out one item, which is then yours to keep. It could be anything. Sounds exciting, eh? 10 gold pieces. It's like a manky old fish, or, you know, it could be cake though. Oh, could be lemon drizzle cake, banana cake. Ah, yes. Blueberry muffin. Oh, no, it has to be cake. Muffins are nice, they are nice, don't get me wrong, but can't be a bit of cake. What should I do? 10 gold, that's a lot of gold pieces. It's a lot. I've only got 19. I may need to buy some other equipment. What was the, hang on, let's have a look then. Let's try and do this sort of seriously. Find pearls. So I'm not going to buy that. Probably not going to buy pearls. I may buy that though. Get a tattoo. That's probably going to cost me money, isn't it? What have I got to? Terrorizing the right. So the tattoo probably is anything I'm going to have to purchase, probably. But then it'd be a bit weird if I couldn't afford it. What, I just don't get the tattoo? I guess there's nothing wrong with me attacking him without the tattoo. Ah, dilemmas. I don't know what to do. I'm intrigued to know what I'll get. It could be like, you know, a little squeezy rubber duck, which would be useless in adventure, but really cool when I have a bath. Okay, so I've got a dilemma. I've come into a shop. It was, what is it? Oh, it's a pawn shop. And he says, look, I've got a mystery crate. The adventurers sell me their stuff when they come back from exciting adventures. But because it's mystery, you don't know what you're getting. So it could be like a monkey ham sandwich, or, you know, an old sock. Who knows? I'm going to do it. I've decided I'm going to pay 10 gold. It's a lot of gold. It is a lot of gold for something that may not be very good. But you know what? Life is full of adventure. Life is like a box of chocolates, as some Forrest Gump once said. I've done it. You hand over... I feel like I've been conned. You hand over your 10 gold pieces and reach into the crate. You fish around with your hand until you grab something and then pull it out. Could be a little cat. Hopefully it's a little cat. Ooh, learning tome. Whoa, okay. An old book which describes advanced training techniques plus 40 XP. That is pretty good. So that basically pushed me over. Look at that. Nearly into the next one. Okay, I think that was worth 10 gold pieces. Although I would have liked something to heal my stamina. I'm only on 7 out of 20. So I've been upgrading my dice. Basically these are my skill for combat. These are my lucky ones for luck, obviously. And you do skill tests and luck tests. Plus with the skill ones you use combat. Now as you can see, this has got 2 shamrocks on it. This has got 3 because I've been upgrading these ones. So I'm kind of doing this one and then this one. So I'll upgrade the luck, because it probably helps be lucky, because luck, I'm finding that that's to do with traps and events, obviously, that aren't necessarily going to be in your favour. So the more luck I have, the better. Whoa, okay, so you can do it again. Shall I try and sell? What's there to sell? I don't really want to sell any of this. I feel like I'm going to need it all. It's a shame. Okay, buying. Okay, it's the same thing. I haven't got 10 gold pieces. Shall I try and... Nah, I won't break the system. I'm going to return to the street. Thank you very much, Jack. That was very kind of you. So I guess if you had loads of gold, you could get some really cool goodies. You see two huge guards wearing the black uniform of Lord Azar. As they get closer, you see that they are trolls. Oh look, there they are, yeah. Brutal mercenaries employed by Lord Azar as Imperial elite guards. You see a tree which is almost as tall as the city wall. Walk past guards, climb the tree. Now I don't necessarily know who Lord Azar is, so I don't know what threat he poses. So I'm not really sure, but they do look thugs, don't they? They do look thuggeries. That doesn't make sense. They do look like they'll be up to some thuggery. That makes slightly more sense. And they're trolls. Trolls aren't necessarily known for their wit and humour and temperament, are they? Walk past guards, climb tree. Shall I climb the tree? The guards see what you're doing and run towards the tree. Okay. Oh. I'm up the tree. I'm up the tree. You climb the tree and realise you must jump a distance of 2 meters between the branch and the top of the wall. I'm slightly confused. Am I trying to get into somewhere? It looks like I'm trying to get onto that wall there, doesn't it? Okay, I'm feeling lucky. The guards are waiting for you below, so there is no alternative but to jump. Brilliant. Successfully jump across the trap, you must target score 2. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And there's 6 sides to a 6-sided dice, which is 60. So is that 1 in 6? My maths isn't brilliant, as you probably guessed. But I did it! Look at that! Look at that! Skillful. I got the skills. Oh look, rope. Yes. It's a close shave, but it's about to manage to grip the edge of the wall with your fingertips. You pull yourself up to the tower. You fix the rope to the wall and climb down the other side. Yeah, that probably means I don't have to break my legs as I land. Right. Okay. But didn't I have to get some other things? But it doesn't really... I don't know where this is all going to be. I guess it could have been the other way. There was a few things, you know, as you go through the city. Oh, that's cool. That's a little layout. Right, I understand now how I went there. So what did I do? I went over there and then hoiked it down there. I don't know why I didn't... Yeah, I was slightly confused by that. Well, why did I have to jump over the wall? Was I wanted? I don't recall doing any crime. Okay, let's go back here. A signpost here reads north, cat, west, danger, east, Merewater, south. So danger. So north is there, west. Never eat shredded wheat. West, that's danger. It's always intriguing to go to the dangerous thing. The thing about that though is I've only got 7. I need to get healing. Never. I'm going to go to Merewater. As you approach the town gate of Merewater, you are confronted by a crossbow wielding dwarf who appears to be a guard. Okay, brilliant. The dwarf is aggressive and demands to know where your alliance is. How do you respond? Well, presumably Merewater. The dwarf slowly loads your crossbows, opens the town gate and lets you inside. Okay, you may pay 1 gold to rest at the inn to replenish your stamina to its initial level. Yes! Oh, that's beautiful. That is well worth paying that gold, I tell you. Okay, so that's good to know. So it looks like that's the only thing that you can do in there. Not the only thing, I mean, that was very important, but... So where am I meant to be heading? I have no idea. No idea. I just need to find these things. They could be anywhere. So, alright, let's walk off here then. You're heading further east. When a white dove lands on the ground near you, a small piece of paper is attached to its foot, which you remove before it flies off. The paper has a message written on it which reads, "The plight of Silverton is of utmost importance. You may want to visit my old friend Yaz Tremoro," or Yaz for short, "who lives in a tower at the southern tip of Darkwood Forest. He is a powerful wizard who may be able to help and might need your help too. Safe travels, N." I'm assuming that's from Nick, my good mate Nick the Wizard. I've gained another quest. Okay, so I'm assuming that's there. That seemed like the only tower. There it is. Well, yeah, okay. Let's go say hi to Yaz. You head east towards Darkwood Forest to find Yaz Turamol's tower. Okay, yep. Look at all this detail. I'm loving the artwork. Okay, here we are. Found it. You arrive at Yazimo's stone tower, which is set back some 50 meters from a path which leads deeper into Darkwood Forest. You walk up to the huge oak door and ring a large brass bell. You wait anxiously at the door and you hear slow footsteps descending stairs from the tower above. A small wooden slot in the door slides open and 2 eyes appear to examine you. I sort of remember this from the book actually. This is the Forest of Doom. "Well, who are you?" demands a grumpy voice through the hole. You answer that you're an adventurer in search of in search of somebody who should be in this tower, and you have been sent by Nicodemus. "Oh, well, in that case, you better come up. I am Yadrimat too." See, if he's a wizard, they do. The pronunciation isn't always how it's spelled. You follow the huffing and puffing of the old man in his tattered robes up the spiral suitcase. Yep, I think the tea's wearing off. Spiral staircase to a large room at the top of the tower. Shelves, cupboards and cabinets line the walls, all filled with bottles, jars, weapons, scrolls, armour and all manner of strange art. Did it crash? It's not crashed. That's good to know.
You have completed
a quest.
AF.
Oh, look at that. Almost upgrade another dice. Yazimo shuffles past the general clutter and slumps down in an
old chair.
My quest is over now, that's it. I can die a happy elf, a contented full elf, and holds it out in front of you. Several small cakes, maybe there's a selection, maybe there's ginger and lemon drizzle, banana cake, Jamaica cake, maybe there's, what other cakes are there? Lots of other cakes. Oh, there we go. Help yourself to these delicious sugared cakes, he says, then passes the plate on the small table. Yes, oh, I'm helping myself to all of them. So, if Nicodemus has sent you, then this must be important. What can I do for you? Well, to be honest, I'm kind of done here now. I've got my cakes, so any chance I've got a cup of tea as well with it? You explain the curse that has befallen Silverton and your quest to kill Zanbar Bone. Yetromo watches you intently as you tell him the full story. That could take a while. Whilst munching on one of the sugared cakes. That's why he offered me the cakes. Oh dear, he says. A grave situation indeed. I may be able to help you find the hag's hair you're looking for. I've read that hags can often be found in sewers, and then there may just be one. PC's playing up. On the powerful Night Prince, then I think you might just have it in you to rid the world of two other powerful sorcerers who endanger our lands. Zargor, the Warlock, and Bathras Dire. Ah, okay. So not content with just ridding one of the land, but you want me to rid two others as well? Come on. You need to give me more than just small cakes. This is the big cake section now. Zargor is surely one of the greatest sorcerers ever in all of Titan, but one born of evil intent. He currently resides deep within Firetop Mountain, a place he has filled with the deadliest traps and most terrifying monsters. It is told that Zargor protects a vast treasure inside the mountain, but you will need courage, determination, and a fair amount of luck to survive and reach his innermost chambers. Not sure I want to reach his innermost chambers, to be honest. If you wish to take on this dangerous quest, then you should start at the village of Anvil to the north and ask the villagers there if they have any information which could help you. Yazamar takes another sugared cake, for he's had 3, the little greedy monkey, from the silver plate, and then continues. I've had 2, to be fair. I did manage to sneak another one in. The lawful good folk of the Vale of the Willow have lived for many years in fear of the demi-sorcerer Blathus Dire. Word leaked from his domain, a black tower built within Kragan Rock, of his plans to conquer the Vale itself. Maybe that was the tower that said danger next to it, you know, that we came across earlier. Blathus Dire has recruited an army of chaotics and is preparing to attack the Vale as we speak. King Salamon of the city of Salamonis requires help in this urgent matter, so you should go and see him. Yazamara tells you that you should visit Anvil and Salamonis to... Why can't they just be called like Steve or Dave or, you know, Margaret? And find out as much as you can before taking on these dangerous foes. Oh, he says, I nearly forgot. There is a certain beneath Blathus Dire's Black Tower, so look for a hag there. You can have one of my cakes to take with you. Oh, I really like him. Thank you so much. You've gained a quest. Eat as many cakes as you can. No, visit the village of Anvil. Visit the city of Salamonis. And it is a sugared cake. A delicious cake which replenishes 5 stamina when eaten. Brilliant. And who said cakes weren't good for you? I genuinely didn't know about the cake thing in here. I'm very impressed. You see, well, that's kind of me done now, isn't it? The quest is over. I have my cake. I'm out of here. You know, I can retire. I can just kick back, go back to my little stone cottage and hang out eating cakes all day. So I've gained these 2, haven't I? And a good lady elf such as yourself might find this a great help. Oh, cheeky. Bandage. Use the bandage to remove 1 injury from your skill dice. Ah. Okay, that's interesting. There's an injury. So somehow, maybe that's to do with, no, it's injury, not curses. Okay, so we've not come across being injured on a dice yet, but that's good to know. Ah, look, and I've got 2 pages of goods now. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Good luck, brave adventurer. Alcianza's future is in your hands. That's the realm, isn't it? That's the world that it's set in. You thank Yaz tomorrow and make your way down the stairs and out the tower. Boom. I'm liking that. Oh. I think we've got to go there, haven't we? You may pay 1 gold piece to rest at the inn and replenish your stamina. Okay, well, I don't need to do that. So there's nice little waypoints. What's down here then? Oh, look at this, I'm sort of going off piste now, aren't I? Ah, Salamis and Sanzar. Should we go there? What should we do? Yeah, I need desperate help protecting the veil. So now I'm split now between all what to do. So which direction should I go? Should I go northwest, Chalice, southwest, Salamonis and Shazar, or southeast, Coven? I really can't read, can I? Well, I've got 8 gold. I've got my health back, which I was slightly worried about, and didn't really kill anyone, did I? Yeah, no, I did. The Leaf Beast. The Leaf Beast. And then I've picked up a few more quests, which is always enjoyable. So I'm not really sure if I should go back and try and find the Hag's Hair and maybe finish 1 quest first, or should I just get involved with the other quests and kind of meander around, flitting between all the quests? An interesting dilemma, fellow adventurers. This was meant to be a complete playthrough. Unfortunately, when I did play through the next part of the game, for some reason it didn't record it. The software that I used, it didn't record it, so I was slightly frustrated, because what happens is there's no back button as such. So we've got the settings here, there's no save, so I can't save all the time apart from quit game. So when I've been recording these, I've kind of just been obviously recording them in segments, so it's easier to watch, but at the same time it's moved the story on each time. Now I can't go back to what I've lost, so I'm going to have to just tell you. So if you've been watching parts 1 to 4, what basically happened was it said, oh, I've got 3 paths to go, and I went south and I went towards the Black Tower because I needed to talk to somebody in a Black Tower. I can't remember who he was, so let's have a look. Yeah, so it's not, there you go. Yes, I need, and here it is. Yes, find. So we did that. Oh, I've done all of that. There we go. So this is what I did. I actually did go to King Salman and talk to him about it, and he said, "Oh, you need to go off to the Dark Tower." So I went to the Dark Tower. I got pretty badly injured. In fact, my stamina went right down to 1. And when that happens, because this isn't hardcore mode. If it was hardcore mode, I would have died and I would have had to start the whole adventure again, pretty much like the fancy fighting books, the fighting fancy books I should say. But this time they've made a slight modification. If you get down to 0 and you're not on hardcore, it then boots you out to the nearest kind of city and says, you are actually, you're pretty unhealthy but you've survived, what do you want to do? And therefore there are places where you can pay 1 gold to then replenish all of your stamina. Well, I did that, and I'm going back to the Black Tower because, just like the book, so this is, I guess if you had seen it, it would be a good example. I wanted this to be a good example of, like the books, you learn which way to go and which way not to go, or which situation, how to deal with situations. So I'm not going to go into great detail what happened. Let's crack on, because I will then explain as I go along. So here I'm walking towards Black Tower. As you approach the main gate which leads to the tower, you ponder the possibilities and the yarns that you will have to spin to the guards to gain entry. You have thought about claiming to be a herbalist, come to treat a guard with a fever. You could pose as a trader or as an artisan, perhaps a carpenter. You could even be a nomad seeking shelter for the night. Well, I decided that seeking shelter being a nomad would be a little bit like you're a beggar, so they're probably less likely to take you in. A tradesman, didn't try that. I actually tried the herbalist, and so I had to go through, I had to name a guard. I claimed that I'm going to heal a guard. They wanted to see the herbs. I then had to correctly guess a name for the guard, or yeah, I think that's what happened. Anyways, but there are two guards. You hear muffled grunting as you approach, and two creatures step forward. On the left stands an ugly creature with the head of a dog and the body of a grape ape. A grape ape. The head of a dog, the body of a grape that's shaped as an ape, flexing its powerful arms. The other creature is opposite, with the head of an ape and the body of a large dog. Ew. This latter guard approaches you on all fours, raises itself onto hind legs and addresses you. Which story will you opt for? Well, I'm sure they're friendly. Look, it looks like they haven't done a very good job with the stitching. Yeah, whoever did that for you, I'd get your money back. Well, I went for herbalist last time and it kind of worked out okay. I'm curious, I'm going to try tradesman this time. Come on, make some money, eh? Well, you can share some of your profits with us. Well, I haven't got 10 gold pieces. I can't go back. Okay, I'm beginning to think the herbalist was the better of the options. But that's what I like about these. You can go and explore a bit more, because obviously it won't let me go back and do the other things now. So it's not totally sandbox where you get to explore everything. That path now is closed to me. I can't now pretend to be the herbalist. I haven't got 10 gold. Well, let's see. You don't have enough gold pieces. Okay, so we knew that. Right. Oh, I'm into a fight with an ape dog. Okay, I've got 20 stamina, so that should be alright. Here we go. I'm a little bit rusty. Oh no. Ape dog. That's horrible, isn't it? Really beautiful image in terms of artistically, but oh come on, what's going on? I'm the serenaded. I should be the sword swinger. Yeah, oh look at that. Bosh. Ah, of course, now we've got the dog ape. Ooh. Right, let's have a quick look, because when you kill something it goes into your creature codex. Look at these things that I've beaten up. Well, and killed, not just beaten up. Ooh, that's pretty good. Half of it already. Yes. So if I get away with only losing 1 damage, brilliant. Okay, I was very lucky in that respect, or skillful. You could say I'm better at fighting, because look, I've upgraded more of my dice. There we go. It's nice to add them to the collection. Problem with that is they're probably wondering, other guards might say, well, I wonder where dog face was and ape face. Where are they? You call for the gatekeeper and then hide in the shadows. Oh, here we go. As he approaches, he sees the bodies and comes out to investigate, whereupon you nip inside the gate and lock him out. Some kind of, I guess, it didn't start off too well, this, did it? Now, last time it says here, you walked forward into a spacious open courtyard surrounded by large walls. In the centre of the courtyard is a large mound of some kind. Looking to the opposite side of the courtyard, you can see what appears to be the main entrance to the tower. Now, last time, what I did was, it gives you a choice. You can follow the wall to the right, stride boldly across the courtyard towards the monument, or head towards the man crawling onto the left and the floor. He looks like, my reasoning was, he looks like a bit of a beggar. Do I really want to get involved? I know that's harsh, but hey, come on. Although he could be a wizard that kindly gives you a magic potion or something like that. I love that when things transform in fairy tales. I love it when, you know, people aren't always what they appear to be. So then we have this side. Now I did notice there's an orc sitting there, so that might be a bit tricky. Now I did go through the middle, and I do want to go back through the middle. Now I won't spoil what happens. As you head towards the centre of the corridor, a voice cries, "Halt! Stand your ground." You look around but see no one addressing you. You start to move forward again, and an arrow zings through the air and lands close to your foot. You can't see it anymore. Now I moved cautiously. Run forward. Oh yeah, that was the other thing. Another point. What am I trying to say? At another point before I got to this stage, you come across a guy that says he'll help you out. So he gives you these scrolls that are kind of spells that will allow you to do certain things. Now you can't just use them willy-nilly. You have to actually, they appear here when you can use them. So this says creates an invisible shield in front of you which protects you from physical objects. I'm not going to use that because I think I need to use it for something more dangerous than an arrow, because I could probably take an arrow. Oh look, I've got 20. How come I got 20? Oh, because I've got there you go. I've got something that heals me 1 point of damage. 1 point of stamina after every battle. There you go. I'm going to run forward. You hear a whistling noise? Okay. Arrows fly at you nearby. Roll 4 of your luck dice. Lose 1 stamina for each blank. Oh, okay, it's not too bad. You cast your eyes over the strange structure which appears to be a temple of some sort. There is a door in front of you which leads inside. Now, strangely enough, I did kind of predict this. Now, I don't really remember these books too well. I'm not sure I played that many of them, but I absolutely love them and I adore them, and I will be going back to them. In fact, I've started to play the latest one, which is the Port of Peril, so I'm going to be doing a review of that. And that's one of the new ones that has come out because Scholastic have released the new books. Now, I did kind of give an example about how to describe what they are. You choose your own adventure, and this was the example. But anyway, the door opens and a small room inside is lit by 2 torches. On the stone altar in the middle of the chamber are 3 chalices, each containing a different coloured liquid, 1 clear, 1 red and 1 milky. Now my reasoning... Oh yeah, fluttering around the altar are 3 winged gremlin type creatures, all chirping excitedly. Every so often one lands on the altar and takes a sip of the milky liquid. Your entrance startles them, they become very excited. It's little imps, it's Grockle Snook. Oh, yeah, look at these, just having a little drink round the fire. The gremlins flutter and squeak excitedly, then fly past you through the door and out into the courtyard. You are now alone with the chalices. You got a drink from one, haven't you? Got a drink from one. Now I did drink from the clear last time, the one that unfortunately didn't record, so you couldn't see it. And what happened, well, maybe if you get to here, because I'm not going to pick the clear, I'm going to go for milky. You pick up the chalice and notice that the milky liquid smells extremely sweet. Now I reasoned that this would be because you can click out of it and then click back. As you grasp the chalice, the liquid turns green and dirty brown in front of you. It smells putrid. Now I'm thinking that this is a trap, that although it smells extremely sweet and you think, oh, this must be the right one, I've got a feeling this isn't the right one. But you know what? That's not going to stop me. It's never stopped me in life. It won't stop me now. So I'm going to go for that one. You take a sip and start to giggle. You take a gulp and burst out laughing. No wonder the little gremlins were enjoying it so much. Light-headed and in fine spirits, you leave the chamber and head towards the tower. Oh. 2, it says +2. It looks like I've lost 2. That's slightly... Oh no! Ah, of course, I got hit by the arrows, didn't I? And I lost 2. So that was fortunate. Okay, so it wasn't a trap. The sweet tasting one that looks really lovely actually turned out to be, it was probably some sort of rum. Although it was milky. What would that be? Milky. Milk? Milk laced with vodka? You notice a small mound, almost like a buried pipeline running from the temple over to the tower. You investigate it. Could it perhaps have been made to mole of some kind? Now this is where I kind of died. So As you touch it, it caves in, and to your horror, a long grey tentacle covered in warty growths bursts out of the ground and wraps itself around your leg. Now, I couldn't escape this, and this is why I died. So it's saying, look, you could use levitation, which is what I did last time. It didn't seem to have an effect. Or I could use fire. The scroll allows you to conjure up fire at will. Now I'm going to use this. I didn't have this because when you go to this guy that gives you the wizard that gives you the scrolls, you get them randomly, and you get 6, and then you can swap out 3 for 3. Now I didn't have this, and I'm glad I kept it because I'm going to use this. You cast your spell and get a puff of smoke and flash light burst from the hole in the ground. The tentacle releases its grip and retreats back into the ground. You head towards the main entrance. A bull shakalaka. There we go. And that said 3 before, so that is about the number of uses it can actually you can actually do. Brilliant. Yes. So I didn't get this far, so this is all new for me. So let's have a little go again. So what's this? Strength. Ah, it's increase your strength. In front of you is a large wooden door, firmly locked. There's another one there. So let's knock. Ah, okay. The door opens and a large brutish creature steps out. It has a sharp horn in the middle of its forehead, and the skin appears to be armor plated. Now apparently, I love all the descriptions, and they apparently use the proper, you know, the actual original text from the Fighting Fantasy books, which I think is really cool. It's really nice. It really evokes the spirit of the books. Now, if you've been watching parts 1 to 4, you know I've talked about all the upgrade system. You don't get that in the books. So I think it's going to be a fight, isn't it? It demands that you the password before letting you in. Well, you got to blag it, haven't you? Of course I know the password. It's password. The creature waits for you to say the password. What would it be? Ganges, Sycamata, or Kraken? This could turn nasty. The creature waits for you to say the password. Now I want to go through into more of the Black Tower, and I've kind of infiltrated, so I've kind of blagged my way in. They think I'm... well, no, I had to attack the guards, unfortunately, because my plan as being a tradesman didn't quite come off. So I'm trying to blag my way in, and I kind of claiming that I know the password. I have no idea, there's no clues, this is just a pure guess. I'm going for Kraken, just because I like the way it sounds. It's probably the only one I can say. So here we go. Kraken. The creature gazes at you inquisitively as if it's uncertain about you. Okay. The creature points a long pike. Okay. This is not the password. It bellows and prepares for battle. You try to think of a bluff. So I call my bluff. You think quickly. You explain to the creature that you are a herbalist and have come to treat the Lord's librarian, who is critically ill. The messenger never told you of any passwords. Clever. Will he believe me? Well, he probably will, because I've got this silver brooch that hasn't got... I think it's permanent. I don't run out of goes to use it. So if there's an item in your infantry that you can use, when you can use it, it will crop up here. Whether it works or not is slightly different, but I think with this one it just will work. Yeah, there you go. The creature grunts and lets you in. Alright, God, must be the sprouts. Hey, come on. Love all the sound effects and everything. It's all got the trimmings on it. I think this game is really made with love, and it comes across like that. The two doors here both have signs on them. The one to your left reads cellar. The one ahead reads please ring for butler. So I'm assuming that's going to take me into the cellar. See, I'm clever like this. And this goes into the actual hallway. Now I don't really want to get involved with people too much. That's probably just life in general. No. The butler, because I'm going to have to explain myself, and then I'm going to have to be a herbalist, and I haven't, as a character, I haven't got anything to heal, I don't think. No, so I don't think I'll be able to sort of blag being a herbalist. I'm tempted to go to the cellar. Hopefully there'll be some cider down there. I like this. It's got that feeling of you don't quite know what's going on sometimes, and then as you go through that area, it goes through. So it says here, barge the door. Yeah, I'm going to use this to greatly increase my strength. Now it had 3 uses. You bunch up a fist and slam it into the centre of the door. The wood cracks and breaks, allowing you to break through into the room beyond. Yay! So that works. There you go. So that's lovely. So it's got a really nice role-playing feel to it. Now, those of you that don't know, the Fighting Fantasy books originally were intended to be role-playing. Well, not role-playing as such, not a strict sense of Dungeons & Dragons and role-playing games, but they were based from that because Steve Jackson and Ian Livingstone wanted to explain what Dungeons & Dragons were, what is, to a wider audience back in 1982. But they decided rather than just explain it, they come up with it's better playing it and having more fun. Anyway, talking of fun, hovering above a rough wooden table fast asleep is a very small man dressed in a green shirt and pantaloons. He cannot be more than a metre tall, and you cannot believe he's still asleep after your noisy entrance. Yeah, maybe he's high. You hear a crack and you turn to your right in time to see a small catapult fire a missile of some sort straight at you. Duck. Creates an invisible shield. Well, yeah, I've got 20. I feel like I need that invisible shield a bit more, like a bit more substantial than just an arrow or something. Okay, that doesn't sound nice, does it? You try to duck but cannot avoid the full impact of the missile, which hits you on the forehead and splatters all over your face. Hopefully it's just an egg. The mushy liquid drips off your face and onto the ground. Cautiously you test it, first with your finger and then with your tongue. What, are you crazy? Come on, Lithuania. You have been hit by a ripe tomato. Oh, there you go. You turn to face the sleeping creature once more. He's a cheeky monkey. Maybe he's a little juggler sort of thing. Maybe he's a little fool. The little man opens an eye and looks you straight in the face. A wide grin spreads between the creature's ears and disappears. Ah. Good morning to ya, says a chirpy little voice behind you, and you look behind him and see him standing there still grinning. He's a leprechaun. There we go. I'm Seamus, the leprechaun, he chuckles and holds his hand out to you. He seems friendly enough. Shake his hand, ask the way. Leprechauns can be tricky, can't they? They can be kind of mischievous. Alright, I'm going to shake his hand. I know I'm going to regret this. You grasp his hand and introduce yourself and cry out as the nerves down your arm go numb. Seamus bursts out laughing. You were using your weapon arm and gain an injury. What? Oh, I don't like that. You're becoming angry, but the little man continues to shake your hand and laugh come from your left, and you see him floating in the air grinning. But you are still shaking his hand in front of you, or are you? You realise you are frantically shaking hands with a stuffed dummy. You throw it to the ground, but it is stuck to your hand. What? The situation is ludicrous and you're becoming very angry. Just a little joke. He's not Irish anymore, says the leprechaun, who snaps his fingers. The dummy disappears. Now, what can I do for you? He's a little... See this, I did have a scroll that managed to get rid of an injury, but that's gone. So that's, I don't know how you... I feel quite angry about that. Oh, I shouldn't go this way. He's Irish. Oh, I shouldn't go this way. Yep. Okay. It says, oh, Seamus, these are not pleasant parts. What is Irish? I can't get it into my head. Oh, do the cliche. To be sure, to be sure. There are 4 doors here. I'm not known for my accent, but one can only be opened from the other side. Unless it's West Country. 2 of them are very dangerous, and one of them is very smelly. Okay, 2 of them are very dangerous, and one of them is very smelly. Leave them, ask for advice. Which should I take, eh? He muses. Let's see. I would not take the one next to the locked one, nor the one to the left of the one opposite the locked one. Good luck. Right, okay, so you've got to find the locked one. I would not the one next to the locked one, nor to the left of the one opposite the locked one. So if you've got a locked one, okay, so here's it. So if that's the locked one, don't take the one next to it, and don't take the one to the left. Ah, so if that's locked, okay, there's not one opposite here. Ah, so that's the locked one. Then opposite, would not take the one next to the locked one, which is this one. Ah, no, hang on. Nor to the one left of the one opposite the locked one, which is this one. So it's this one, so you take the opposite one. Whereas if this was the locked one, I would not take the one next to the locked one, could be that way or that way, nor the one to the left of the one opposite the next. Yeah, so
This one hasn't
one left of it. Oh, it depends on what you're calling left, which way is left and which is right. If I'm facing it, that's left. If I'm coming through this way, then that way is left. I'm not very clever, am I? I would not take the one next to the locked door. So if that's the locked one, wouldn't take that one, nor the one to the left of opposite, which would be that one. Oh, well, yeah, you need the locked one. You're trying to work out which is the locked one. Oh, I don't know. Let's just pick that. Okay, well that's not locked. I might have just blacked it. As you turn a corner, everything suddenly goes dark. Oh, now I've got a lamp. You've got bright eyes, but you cannot see anything. Panic hits you as you hear a low growling noise. That'll be my tummy. Padded footsteps coming closer as you cry out, getting pain. As an unseen creature bites you on your leg. Spell increases your strength greatly. I don't know if I need that. I think I've only got one left, one use of that. No, yeah. I'll attack. I feel I should have used it. You attack the space in front of you but cannot seem to hit anything. Either the creature is extremely quick or it has no solid body for you to hit. Its teeth are now tearing into your flesh. You can feel blood on your leg. You will have to protect yourself with your magic. Ah, okay. You feel the strength surging through your body. You try to wrestle with the creature, but its strength seems to have increased to match yours. Your leg is now covered in blood and is useless. Uh-oh. As your strength begins to fade, the creature's jaws close on your throat. Consciousness fades. Yeah, that didn't go too well. You regain consciousness. Your leg feels tender, but it is uninjured. You hear a small chuckle from nearby, then the whole thing begins to make sense. He's a little cheeky monkey, isn't he? Well, leprechaun. Floating above the table is O'Shamus, now laughing loudly. The whole thing has been one big practical joke. You are engaged in a failing... What? You are enraged at falling for the prank, but as you glare at the funny little man in hysterics, you can't help but see the funny side. Oh, O'Shamus. You chuckle then giggle until you're both roaring with laughter. You eventually settle down and chat with O'Shamus. He is a pleasant little man. Before you leave, he says, "Indeed." Hang on, Irish. To be sure, to be sure. Indeed, you are a good sport. Genuinely can't do Irish. But the way ahead is fraught with danger. But the way ahead is fraught with danger? That's just rubbish. Perhaps these will help you. With a wave of his hand, 3 items appear on the table, which you take. Okay, lucky charm. Use this charm to automatically pass 1 luck test. The charm then fades away. Well, I've got something like that already, but it's always good to have extras. Pop one of these into your mouth, eh? Yeah. To remove 1 curse from a luck die. Ah, see, I don't get cursed, so that's kind of useless. Oh, hello though. This is much better. Magnificent weapon. Roll a level 3 weapon die in combat. Brilliant. This new weapon is more effective and better than your old blade, so you hand it to O'Shamus as a gift. Ah, you thank him and leave the room. Brilliant. So look here. I've got that weapon, and my old weapon has disappeared. Yeah, you see our portable lantern. I haven't used that yet. Ah, I haven't got any more brooches. Hang on. So that I had a gold brooch that's disappeared. Maybe I've used that up now. Yeah, maybe that did have a finite amount as well. So these ones, allows you to attune psychic. There may be one-shot wonders if they haven't got a number. Right then, well I went that way. Let's go this way. It's crumbly. Oh, now these question marks, they are either traps or they're events. You hear the sound of snapping tripwire. You feel the tuggle. No, you feel the tugging. Tuggle. That's a great word. You feel the tugging of wire at your ankle. You've triggered a cloud of poisonous gas. Roll 3 luck dice and lose 1 stamina for each blank one rolled. Yeah, I wasn't very lucky. It didn't let me use my objects either. You can't just use objects, you have to wait till they appear down here. The passageway widens, you arrive at a flowing river. Oh, okay. Like this, for example, so I can use this EP. Yeah, allows you to tune into psychic waves to help you create a creature's mind. That's pretty good. Just ahead, a woman seems to be washing clothes. She has a basket of clothes beside her and several sets of long johns are hanging on a line. Good old long johns. So I'm going to use this, see what she says. Have a little sip of cup of tea that I've got. Ever since a raging fire, a curse put on her by Balath Dyer is not having her robes laundered in time for an important meeting. Burned her and her children to death? Her ghostly body has been doomed to wash clothes for an eternity. Wow, that's not a very nice thing to do, is it? Who is this guy? She is indeed a miserable wretch. You notice that she is growing angry and suspicious with your presence. She starts to chant something under her breath. Let's talk. What brings you here to these parts? She demands. I'm going to be an adventurer. You tell her that your story includes your mission to kill Brathos. Yeah, there you go, because obviously I know that she probably hates him. She advises you to flee from this place. The creature you have met so far do not compare with those you will come across within the Black Tower itself. She tells you that you will never meet the master without finding the fleece first, and bids you good luck. Okay, the golden fleece. You spot something interesting on the ground. Oh, look at that. That's why you became an adventurer. Because of pancakes. No, they're gold coins. 4 gold coins. That's what we like. Nice sound effects. I'm liking the sound effects as well. The path leads to a large door. You can hear nothing by listening to the keyhole. How will you open it? Barge the door, just barge in. Look at all this. I love all this texture here. All the old bones. Quietly. The handle turns you into the room. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You look around the room. A table and chairs seemingly fashioned from a large boulder sliced into pieces are ahead of you. To your right there are 3 wooden chests. You jump with fright as you realise there's a large creature stood in front of you. The creature, which appears to be made of solid rock, is roughly human shaped, although somewhat larger. Its eyes are staring at you, but you cannot be sure that it is actually seeing you. Speak to the creature, examine the chest, run for the door. Now, logically I should run for the door, shouldn't I? But, you know, it's treasure, it's chests. Should I speak to the creature? Should I leave this on a cliffhanger? We've kind of come to the end of the time for this part. I think we're going to leave it here. I know, that's so cruel, isn't it? If you have enjoyed these, maybe we could continue this if there's enough comments that are left and then maybe I could record some more. We don't know. If people want to see more gameplay, see me go through some of these games, then yeah, leave some comments, let me know if you've been enjoying this. Obviously I'm going to leave it here. I know, frustrating. But obviously if you have enjoyed this, then you can download the game for yourself. I believe it's $6.99 or it might be $5.99, but don't quote me on that at the moment. And yeah, go to it's on Steam. It's available at Steam, or you can go to nomadgames.co.uk, and I believe there's a link to where you can buy it, which I think is only on Steam, but I'm not sure. Double check that as well. So thank you so much for watching. I've really enjoyed this. Just to remind you, we do have a review of this, so check out Fighting Fantasy Legends review on our YouTube channel, and please subscribe, because it always helps the algorithms of YouTube, because it'd be nice, you know, for loads of people. There's loads, hundreds and thousands of people that like fantasy, so it's nice to kind of all connect as one big happy adventuring community. Talking of which, we do have a Facebook group called the Bottled Imp Ship. So if you go to Facebook, search for that, and then you can click the join button and we'll add you in, and you can post things up, you can discuss fantasy, we talk about all sorts of things there. So it's a lot of fun. And also we do have a donate page on our website. We've also got a website, by the way, called thebottledimp.com, as you would imagine. And we've got pictures of when I've gone to fantasy events, we've got behind the scenes pictures, we've got not all of our videos, but we've got YouTube videos links there as well, that you can then, you can watch them directly on our website as well. We do have a donate page, so if you like what we're doing at the YouTube channel, then it does cost us some money to run all this, and at the moment we're not doing this full time. We're doing this out of the love of fantasy and the love of creating broadcastable videos and episodes. So yeah, if you feel like you just want to help us out, £2, £5, anything like that, it all counts. You can do one-off donations, or you can do a monthly rolling donation, and it's all through PayPal, so it's all very legitimate. And obviously if you do a monthly one, you can stop that at any point. Yeah, so help us out. It'd be great if you could. All of it is appreciated. Until next time, fellow imps, thank you so much for watching, and remember to keep it unreal, especially if you're about to die, which I think I am, because I'm probably going to speak to the creature.